Sometimes we find ourselves hoping, wishing, and praying for an opportunity that we simply are not ready to receive. It reminds us to prepare for what we're praying for. No, it's not that it won't happen. It will happen when the time is right. Today, let's talk about the topic not if, but when. Faith for the future. Oh, you know what's up. I'm mic'd up. Turn me up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you are doing well. I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor that you have joined me again today. Hit that thumbs up button on the video, family. Come on, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button, please, and thank you. Yes, hit the subscribe button as well. You need to subscribe to this channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Check out all the content that is there if you dare. We're going to have a conversation of illumination. In order to do that, you know how we do. Like we always do at this time, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, let's lighten it up. Let's brighten it up. We too lit to quit. Why? Because we are the light of the world. We're going to keep it 100 with the 100-watt conversation. Let's spotlight and highlight today's topic entitled Not If, But When. Faith for the Future. Yeah. Too often we are crying over what we should be rejoicing that we made it through, that we overcame. And one of the things that I recognize is that when you are too busy crying, your vision is too blurred to see what's ahead. We have to focus on our focus, and we have to forge forward by faith, recognizing that when things aren't necessarily being given to us or working for us necessarily, we're being developed, we're being ingratiated, we're being cultivated for what it is that we're praying to receive. And I understand this, that when you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at often change. When you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at change. Why? Because your perception and your perspective are in some way, shape, or form in conjunction with one another. Your perception dictates your perspective, vice versa. Your perspective dictates your perception. And everybody can't go with you where God has taken you. Everybody can't go with you to the next level. Just because you have a history with somebody, or just because you have a particular history based upon your past, does not mean that you have a future with that current individual or the current circumstance and the situation. If I were to pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing, yeah, that's in something foreign. A lot of people say, well, I'm going to drive something foreign because if it ain't foreign, it's boring. Whatever's clever, whatever your flavor is. If I pulled up in a Lamborghini, a Lamborghini Murcielago, whatever the case may be, take it wherever I go. I understand that it has limited capacity seating. I can't fit 5 or 6 people into a Lamborghini like that. I just can't do it. The car is just not made to hold that many people. It is no sad indictment to those individuals who wanted to go for the ride, but are not given the opportunity to go for the ride. The ride is only for a select few number of people. And here's the aspect of what you need to realize. Your future is not for everybody. You're not for everybody. Everybody can't go with you where God is taking you. It's not personal, it's just business. And here's what I understand as well. People who always bring up your past do it because they never have any power over your future. People who are always focused on your history will always be in a conundrum, will always be mystified in a mystery, simply because they don't have the vision to see what God gave you. And that's okay. They don't have the vision to see what God gave you. But here's the person who needs to have the vision. That person is you. Too many times people are telling you what they see in you and you don't see it in yourself. I got a problem with that. Come on, everybody else can see your gifts. Everybody else can see the anointing. Everybody else can see the talent. Everybody else can see the intelligence and the credulity and the credibility and the notoriety and the ingenuity and the intellectuality and the integrity, but you can't see it. Come on now. Hello. Let's do something about that. And oftentimes we cannot see who it is that we are simply because of our past, because of people's opinions that become our prison, because of people who told you you ain't nobody, you ain't no good, you're not going to do no better than them, you just like your daddy, you just like your father. All of these words that have been predicated to be an indictment against you. And you have to move, here it is, from indictment to enlightenment. That's why Paul prayed in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18, I pray that the eyes of your understanding would be enlightened. That's the enlightenment aspect, so that you know what the hope of his calling is and the riches of his glory of the inheritance in the saints. I got to move from indictment to enlightenment. I got to recognize the value that's on the inside of me. Can't allow anybody else to make me feel less than. I can't keep comparing who it is that I am to other people. You're too unique to compete. You're too rare to compare. Your royalty demands loyalty. If God wanted you to be somebody else, he would have made you them. You have to unwrap the gift that is within you. Got to surround yourself with people who are going to accelerate your growth and not stunt it and not stifle it, not be insecure of it, not cough, hack, sneeze, wheeze, and get asphyxia and come down with a common cold and coughs simply because you are elevating. Everybody cannot stand to see you level up. Everybody can't go to the stratosphere of success with you. Some people don't even have the lung capacity to handle it. They'll suffocate on your success. Here's what you have to do. You got to expect God to expand your vision. Got to expect God to give you vision. Vision for provision. Vision with precision. Why? To see what others are blind to. What do I mean by that? Because when you can see what others are blind to, now you have direction. When you see what others are blind to, now you have direction. Now you can also make a decision. Simply because for many people, indecision is a decision. They can't make a decision to save their own lives. You take them out to a restaurant to eat. Come on now. Takes them 10 minutes to make a decision. Takes them 20 minutes to make a decision. They can't decide off of a menu. They can't even decide off of what it is that is their value. You have to make a decision. Indecision is a decision. You have to have that mindset to overcome the things that people want to put the blinders on in your life, to go where you've never gone before, to do what you've never done before. And when you walk by faith, vision takes you where provision meets you. Family, family, family. Type vision. Come on. If I'm going to move to another level, into another gear this year, I got to have the vision. I have to have the insight. I have to have the foresight. I have to have faith for the future, even in this present moment. When you walk by faith, Vision takes you where provision meets you. Family, just type take the limits off. Type take the limits off. Say type take about 5 times. Yeah, type take the limits off. Take the limits off your next level. Take the limits off your mindset. Take the limits off your greatness and your growth and your grandeur and your grandiloquence. And the grace of what God gave you. Take the limits off your next level. Why? Because if your dream is affordable, you're not dreaming big enough. If your vision is affordable, you're not thinking big enough. Got to cast vision. The vision that God gave you is bigger than a budget. The vision that God gave you is bigger than a barrier. The vision that God gave you is bigger than your bank account. The vision that God gave you is bigger than your background. And adopting a vision for victory will adjust the foundation of your reality. I hope you're hearing me. I hope you're hearing me. You got to see it before you see it, because if you don't see it before you see it, you never will seize it. Family, just type seize it. It's your season for seizing. Seizing the blessing, seizing the open door, seizing the opportunity, seizing your next level. You got a reason for this season. And the season's for your seizing. Yeah, seizing this season. A season of seizing. And add a little seasoning on it too. Sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle some joy. Sprinkle some peace. Sprinkle some increase. Conversation like this one right here is why you need to become a member of In the Mix. We're having a courageous conversation right now. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. You're watching The Mix, but why are you not a member of In the Mix? Sincere salute to all of you who have a badge in our live chat. I see you. You got that decal. You got that badge. Your comments are colorful. Those of you who are not a member, become a member. Become a partner with us. Tap the link. Tap this link in the description. Link in the description of this video. Link is in our live chat. As you click that link, as you tap that link, you'll see 3 options pop up: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those 3. My gift to you is to give you the access to our Connor's Corner area. It's called Connor's Corner Content. Got a lot of content there. Unlock the unlimited. Get an all-access pass to the behind the scenes of what it is I have to offer you, and it's going to empower you. I know that too. Listen, if you've never been to our church, I'm blessed to serve as a pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry in the city of Detroit. A church alive is worth the flight of the drive. I would that you would join us. Yeah, I would that you would join us this Sunday. 10 o'clock a.m., 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. I'm grateful that we're growing. God's grace is on us. There's a grace for growth on us. We're expanding. We're empowering members in our community members. People are being transformed, blessed, empowered. You owe it to you to be a part of our service too. 10 o'clock a.m. this coming Sunday. The Remnant Worshipers Ministry. Come experience word and worship. Powerful prayer, praise, and preaching. It's going to be a blessing. As we're talking today, not if but when, faith for the future. The vision that God gave you is, again, as I said, is bigger than your budget, background, your bank account, any barrier that you've been experiencing. You have to shift your vision for victory. Got to shift your vision for victory to adjust the foundation of your reality. Yeah, because why? Like Celeste said, who's in our Eagles Academy. If you're not a member of our Eagles Academy, go there, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. She said, you're not fighting for victory, you're fighting from victory. You see, when you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at change. I'm not fighting for it, I'm fighting from it. I'm already in a place of victory. Come on. I need you to already see yourself in a place of grace. I need you to already see yourself as a place as an overcomer. I need you to already see yourself in a place as a millionaire, as a next level thinker, as an innovator, as a creator, as a history maker, as a record breaker, as a mover, as a shaker. Do you see what that does for you now? I'm not trying to get it. I'm already there. It's not if, but when. And now is the time. Family, I've got more conversation that's going to shift you into a place of transformation. I want you to stick and stay. More is coming your way. After these messages, there's more breakthrough on the other side of this break. I'll be right back. I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content, all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. It's such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in the place at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Come on, family, I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. We're talking. Oh, yes, about not if, but when. Faith for the future. And like I said before, if you can see it before you see it, you will seize it. Why? Because sight is circumstantial. Faith is providential. Oh, I like that. Sight is circumstantial. Faith is providential. Sight is situation. Faith is revelation. I got to have faith in this present moment right now for the future. I'm not forecasting defeat. I'm not forecasting negativity. I'm not forecasting doubt. I'm forecasting faith and belief and power for the future. As a result of it, here's what it is. You move into a place to where you say, I refuse to allow limited stinking thinking, scarcity mindset to dictate my unlimited possibility. I refuse to be sulking and sinking in stinking thinking. Why is that? Because when you talk about not if, but when, here's what I understand. People who don't have faith say if. But those with faith say when. When am I going to win? Now. Yeah. When? Right now. Now is the best time to win. When am I going to win? Right now, over and over again. That's what it's about. Not if, but when. Win the year. When? This year. When am I going to win? Right now. When am I going to overcome? Right now. I'm not saying if, I'm saying when. Let's practice it. Let's practice it together. Family, just type not if. It's not if you're going to get married, but it's when you get married. Come on. Come on. Who am I talking to? I know it's you. I hope it's you. Yeah. It's not if you're going to be a millionaire. It's when you become a millionaire. It's not if your family's going to move into a place of reconciliation. It's when your family moves into a place of reconciliation. It's not if your church is going to survive. It's when your church survives. It's not when you're going to be blessed and highly favored. It's when. It's not if you're going to be sick for the rest of your life. No, it's when you're going to be healed. Not if you're going to ever make it. No, when you make it. Not if you're going to be totally exonerated. When you are. Not if you're going to totally be healed from all cancer cells, but when you are. And real no-limit faith soldiers understand this, that your confession dictates your possession. Your confession dictates your progression or lack thereof. Your confession also dictates your regression. What you speak into the atmosphere will appear. Your future or your funeral is on the tip of your tongue. What does scripture say? Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Your confession dictates your possession and your progression, but it also dictates your regression. And here's what you have to say. My not yet is greater than my right now. I want you to get that into your mind. I want you to soak that into your cerebellum. I want you to soak that into your cerebrum. I want you to get that into the mind, your mental aspect of who it is that you are. I want you to let that hit your heart. Come on. You got to start confessing that. My not yet is greater than my right now. Whenever you check your bank account, my not yet is greater than my right now. When you go to the job and you may not necessarily want to be there, but you know that you're there because it's proving and planning ground, because it's pruning ground as well. But you say, my not yet is greater than my right now. I'm being prepared for something greater. Listen, I'm just a few months in as pastor, still in the infancy stages. But here's one thing I know. I served as a teacher longer than I've been a pastor. But hear me, teaching for 12 years on the high school level, developing, fostering relationships with parents and principals and staff and students, moved me into a particular place of learning how to manage personalities, learning how to not be so frazzled, learning how to move into a place of decorum, and being able to understand that everybody has a fragile do not drop label on their life, no matter how tough they try to act and persuade themselves to be, or portray themselves to be, rather. And I learned all of that, even though I may not have always felt like going into the job, even though I may not have always been, on cloud nine about every single day, it all developed me into where it is that I am now. I got all the requisite skills to be able to not just survive, but thrive in the particular arena, in the area of where it is that I am now. Could it possibly be that where you are right now is planning ground, improving ground, and preparation for your next level? But I need you to hear me. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. Because if you throw in the towel very, very quickly, if you give up, here's what you're doing. You're forfeiting your future. Family, just type don't forfeit. You are forfeiting your future because you're judging your future based upon where it is that you are right now. I need you to get your mind back together. And I need you to tell yourself, my not yet is greater than my right now. Yeah, sometimes we're finding ourselves, we're hoping, we're wishing, we're praying for an opportunity that we are not ready yet to receive. We're not yet ready to receive it. There's still some development that needs to take place in your integrity and your character and who it is that you are, so that you don't drop the ball. I have to prepare for what I'm praying for. Yeah, pray for it, prepare for it. As you're praying, prepare. As you're preparing, pray. I need you to hear me. It's not that it won't happen. It will happen when it's the right time. Keep planning, keep preparing. Keep allowing God to do the pruning. because your not yet is greater than your right now. And here's the thing. When a person asks, do you have it? You never say no. You always say not yet. It's not that you will never be a millionaire. You're just not a millionaire yet. It's not that you won't ever manifest the vision. You just haven't manifested it yet. It's not that you won't get the grant or the scholarship. You just haven't got it yet. It's not that you won't get married. You're just not married yet. It's not that you're in the healthiest relationship that you want to be in. You're just not there yet, but it's coming. Not that you don't have the car that you want. You just don't have it yet, or you don't have a second or third one. I don't know. Right? Do you have the promotion? You didn't receive it yet. Did you open the business? You haven't done it yet. Stop saying no with a period on it. Stop allowing people and even yourself to place a period where God placed a comma. This is your season in the midst of this interval of time. Between your not yet and your right now is an interval of time, is a passage in time. But I need you to hold on. I need you to hang in there. I need you to not lose hope. I need you to be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, because your labor is not in vain. Your labor is releasing greater favor, because faith without works won't work. You can kneel and pray all day, but it's what you do after you get up that makes the difference. Comes a day when you got to put your feet to your faith, because faith without works won't work. Faith without works is dead. It's the late, great abolitionist Frederick Douglass who said, I got more prayers answered when I prayed with my legs rather than on my knees. I put my feet to my faith. Why? Because as I'm moving, I'm praying. As I'm praying, I'm moving. I have to stir up that gift. I got to not be confused. I have to not be conflated. I have to not be confounded and conflicted. I have to understand that indecision is a decision. But here's the thing. A double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. Get your vision back. Get your restoration back. Get your joy back. Get your peace back. Get your increase back. Go after it. It's not if, it's when. When am I going to win? Now. What I love about it, this is not just your new year. This is your now year. Come on. Turn that word now around. Flip that word now. Look at that word now backwards. What does it read? One. I already won because I've become one with God. I've already won because I've become one with Jesus. I've become one in recognizing who it is that he is in my life and who it is that he is preeminently to every situation that I face. I've already won because now I'm stepping into my new level. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It's not if, but when. Rejection is direction. Rejection is redirection. Move forward by any means necessary. I know they told you no, but no means new opportunity. No is on backwards. And I'm on to the next one. Family, I want you to turn that light on. Turn the light on in your mind. Now. It's your now year. You're not just making New Year's resolutions. No, it's going to be a new revolution. A revolution of thought, a revolution spiritually, a revolution intellectually, a revolution socially and emotionally and psychologically and relationally and down those alleys of life. That's what it's going to be. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. It's not as debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. Yes, I want you to sow a seed into your future, into your faith, into the fact that is not if, but when. I want you to sow into the fact of your not yet that'll eventually become right now. You can sow into this word that you've heard on Cash App, $, Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. Your seed that you sow helps us to continue to do the work. Yeah, we are doing the work as we have fed and served more than 15,000 people in just 3 months' time through the church, through our church, the Remnant Worshipers Ministry. We're broadening this broadcast, but your support helps us to continue to remain with all of the updated technology and information and the subscriptions of what it is that we need to continue to make this show operable. We don't want it to be inoperable, but you can help us to do that. Help us to broaden this broadcast, taking this word into neighborhoods and nations, communities and cities, locally, nationally, and globally. You can help us do that. You may not go there with us physically. You may not go there with me physically. You may not be at the church physically, but your word, your seed can be a sounding board, a sounding word to meet the need, to empower people to grow through what it is that they go through. I appreciate you for sowing even now. Cash App, $, Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. Super chat, super sticker, super thanks. And of course, a super thanks to you for sowing too. Conversations like this one right here is why you need to become a member of our In the Mix family. You're watching The Mix, but why are you not a member of In the Mix? Let's do something about that even now. Yeah. All you have to do is just click the link, tap the link in the description of this video. Link is in the bio, or link is in the live chat. Link is in the description of the video. Link is in the chat. And as you do that, as a matter of fact, the result will be that you'll see a pop-up window. 3 specific levels that you can choose from: VIP, royalty, OQP. You're a very important person with a very important purpose. Royalty, your royalty demands loyalty. OQP, only quality people. Choose one of those 3. My gift to you is to give you access to our In the Mix membership area. Membership has its privileges. Get an all access pass. I want you to unlock the unlimited. Yeah. And be empowered as a result of it. Soar with us, family, into greater success and purpose. You owe it to you to be a part of my amazing Eagles Academy community, where we empower you to soar into greater success and purpose, increasing your ideas, your impact, and your influence, giving you strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to take your vision to another level and another dimension. Yeah, the emotional intelligence development, spiritual gifts development, really marketing, developing your brand and your products and your books and your speaking development, your services. You owe it to you to get into a community that empowers you. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. The transformation that takes place, the camaraderie, the connectivity, how I'm coaching, teaching, training you in our Zoom room each and every single Wednesday. And you miss a session, you always have access to any session that we've ever done from the start of when this academy first spawned in 2020 to where it is now. Join us there. Join us. I hope you were empowered. I want you to soar with us. Theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. Family, were you blessed? Were you empowered by this word? Not if, but when. Yes. Type blessed if you were empowered and transformed. Family, In the Mix, was out of time. But trust me, I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And we mix it up right here on the YouTube side. Hit that thumbs up button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Speaking of share, you're here because you care, so share. Be a digital disciple. Be an electronic evangelist. Share this word with somebody. I know it will strengthen them. Send them the link so that they can get linked and really be transformed and have their mentality and their mindset changed. Sincere salute to all of you who are watching us on social media. Of course, to all of our badge holders and members, I appreciate you as well for being a part of In the Mix as a member of our In the Mix channel. Sincere salute to all of you who are watching us on social media. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name, family. EddieConnorJr. Yeah. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I want you to show up this coming Sunday at our church, 10 o'clock a.m., where I serve as a pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry in the city of Detroit. 20470 Hubble Street is where I am saving you a seat. Come experience word and worship. Powerful prayer, praise, preach word. You owe it to you to get into an environment of empowerment. Did you hear what I just said? You owe it to you to get into an environment of empowerment. A church alive is worth a church alive is worth the flight of the drive, and I guarantee you come, you're going to thrive. Church alive is worth the flight of the drive. Guarantee you're going to thrive. Join us this Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Check us out as well as online, trwchurch.org. You can get any of my books. I got 18 of them out there on Amazon. They're ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can also get connected. You can also get any of my books on my website, EddieConnorJr.com. I've got not just books there. I've got a lot of content there, a lot of connectivity there to develop your books. You want to write a book? I'm helping you do that. You want to develop your speaking habits and your speaking gifts and the art of communication? I can help you do that too. Go to EddieConnor.com. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker now, why would you look any further? You know that I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Add me to your calendar. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me, info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Yo, brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you. I'm talking to you now to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.